Hello and welcome to a new episode of Airport CEO here on BongoPlanes, where we today will be focusing on finishing up Terminal 1, at least to the point where we have all parts operational. There will still be some minor things here and there we want to do in future episodes, but we will have all stands operational for Terminal 1, so that means finishing up, or at least bringing the East Pier online and operational, and I want to have wide-body aircraft. Now, if you should end up enjoying this video, then feel free to leave a like. That really does help us out. And of course, if you are new around here, you're always welcome to hit subscribe. Now, I have been trying to figure out why we so far haven't had any offers from airlines that are capable of flying with wide-body aircraft. So basically, the mods that we have, some of them include wide-body aircraft and some of them don't. But I had a few which do include wide-body aircraft, but they never offered those when we were working in our flight planner. And I've been trying to figure out why that was so, and honestly speaking, I'm still not sure. My only theory is that we were missing some ground service equipment that would be needed, but I mean, again, I'm not sure here, because I did have all larger equipment that had been introduced with the wide-body update already at the airport. Obviously not in the amount that you would need to operate 4 wide-body stands, but still. But the good news is we will have wide-body aircraft coming in, because I know, as I've recorded this gameplay, that there are now offers with wide-body aircraft. Why they now suddenly are there and they haven't been in the previous episodes, I really do not know. If you have any clue about that, then please let me know in the comment section below, because it is genuinely kind of a mystery to me. Also, as I have basically recorded this episode of Airport CEO right after I recorded the last episode, I won't be including any more airlines in this episode, but all your suggestions that you have left in the last episode and previous episodes, I'm writing this stuff down, so we will be adding it in maybe the next episode or in a future episode. So don't worry, I won't forget. I write it down, I note it on my little pad, and we'll just add it in the future. I just couldn't do it in this episode because, as I say, I've pre-recorded it quite a bit in advance to make sure that I would have it ready for today. Alright, so right now we are waiting for our first wide-body aircrafts to arrive. They will all be for Norwegian for now, but a bit later we will add another airline as soon as we get a wide-body offer in. So far, I think Norwegian is only operating 787s, as in real life. So yeah, this will probably only be an episode with 787s, but hopefully we can get a few more airlines in the next couple of episodes, so we also get other wide-body aircraft types here at the airport. That's at least something I really would like to have and see here, because hey, there are many nice wide-body aircraft types. So yeah, we've basically just come out of the night break, and the first flights of the day are coming in. Quite a few are scheduled to arrive pretty much at the same time, so there is a little bit of a backlog here, but it can't really be avoided. But we are really at any moment here expecting our first wide-body aircraft to land. Now that I come to think of it, it is a 787, but I don't remember if it's an 8 or 9, but we will see. A lovely little TUI here taxiing on the runway right now. Obviously it can only come in at this one runway that is capable of handling the wide-body aircraft, which is the large runway, which was introduced with the wide-body update. And next to that we have, I think now it's called medium runway, which can handle up to single aisle aircraft. Any moment now. It can only be a question of seconds. And here she is! The first wide-body aircraft at our airport. It is an historic moment for Berlin Tegel in the game, obviously. And that does, of course, look like a Dreamliner. And I would say that's an 8. No, it's too short for being a 9. This must be an 8. a little bit of, I don't know if that's a glitch or something. Seems the shadows here on the wing work a little bit strange, but this is nice. Awesome. So obviously there are a few other mods we have already installed in the game that should also give it the option of wide-body aircraft, but so far they seem to be quite shy. Every time I look at signing these airlines, they aren't offered. So yeah, I don't know why I mean, the game needs to be running quite a long time before you have a good amount of offers, and I don't know why they take so long, because I have also signed, I'm pretty sure I have added United, for example, and I haven't seen that ever so far in the game. So I might have to check some settings. They should all be activated, but I don't know, maybe they've deactivated or something has happened. But yeah, the goal is really also to see more aircraft, more airlines, more wide-body aircraft types here at the airport. But this is the first one we have, a 787 of Norwegian. Alright, so now that the aircraft is in, I noticed that there is, well, the passengers are leaving the aircraft, but no one is at the gate, which is normally a sign that something isn't as it should be. So I might have forgotten something here. Yeah, I was maybe a little bit too excited about adding these airlines and have forgotten something. So let's just quickly go through it. So all the check-in counters here, they are activated, they are on. We have the baggage base. That's as it should be. Yeah. Let's check the connection. So that's for the west pier. That was the south pier. This is... Have I not connected them? I don't think maybe I've not connected them up. Maybe I forgot. So this is... Okay, so first thing, I haven't activated the baggage bay. That's always a good thing. And it looks like I have never connected them up with the baggage bay. Very good. Alright, so we need to do that quickly, obviously, because yeah, that doesn't work. That will probably explain why no one has bothered to show up for the flight. Is anything else? Anything else? Everything else, I think, I mean, the baggage bay clearly knows that it has to work with the wide body stand, so it's just that I haven't connected them up. And I can already see the next little issue here. And why is that? Because I can see now that the check-in counters say, when I connect them up or tell them that they have to be working with this baggage bay over there, they say they're not connected. Why would that be? Why would that be? Well, that would be because I am a genius. So I've built the entire baggage belt system here, but I have just forgotten like a single piece in the line. Basically from each check-in counter, connecting it up actually with the line I've constructed. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that the first flight we've had come in here, that we won't be able to salvage anymore. It doesn't matter, it's not important. But yeah, that's a genius move. Build the entire system, but then just forget to make the last connection. Great. Good job, well done. Yeah, anyway, now that we are connecting it up, it will help us obviously operating any aircraft in the future. This should be constructed fairly quickly. And yeah, I think this one, yeah, this will just take off at some point. Probably without any passengers, but the next aircraft that comes in should be going better, hopefully. It is scheduled, everything, but I think the combination of the baggage bay not being connected up and then the line not being finished, I think that's enough to basically break that departure. But anyway, the aircraft will leave and we will have another aircraft coming in, and then everything will be fine. Alright, so the second aircraft has also come in now, which is also a 787-8 of Norwegian, But we have a third one, and that is coming in later, which is a 7879. So that's nice. Now, Azerbaijan Airlines is the other airline that we currently have signed, which offers wide-body aircraft. And now we have one offered in here, which is great, a 7878. But I'm really excited to get that aircraft in because, yeah, the airline, or the livery of the airline, looks really awesome. We had an A320 in the last episode. So I'm really excited to get that one in as well. I don't think any of the other airlines currently that we have signed have any wide-body aircraft on offer. Actually, SAS. And I think we signed one which could have wide-body aircraft, but right now it doesn't. Yeah, no wide-body aircraft offered from them at the moment. But if that should change in the future, we might put them in just for the fun of it. But let's get going with the next objective here in the episode, and that is actually finishing up this part of the terminal, the east pier of Terminal 1. We want to have that part operational as well. The last few, I think 4 stands we have over here. Then we only have minor things we want to do here at Terminal 1 before we can say that Terminal 1 is finished. But yeah, so let's hope we can do a better job with this one than before, and actually really construct the full line here, the baggage line, so we don't forget any details. So we have already prepared pretty much most of it. So the only thing we really need to do is here connect up the outbound line and the inbound line for luggage. So that, yeah, that's a fairly easy job. Obviously, this all then runs on the central line that we have going over to the baggage bay. So a fairly simple system. The only thing is that we sometimes obviously need to navigate through multiple floors so that we avoid having lines colliding. So we have plenty of space over here for our luggage retrieval area. Again, speaking is such a difficult task, at least for me. I don't know if you guys ever struggle as much talking as I do, but I seem to struggle quite a bit. Anyway, so we will have a nice large room here for the luggage retrieval. I will do, as always, to have basically 2 lines. I'll separate them with the tilt trays because they are awesome. You can tell them how they should behave, how they should handle the luggage. So for example, just go to destination, so then you can have one central line for multiple luggage bays, and then basically split it up. You can have instructions like here, left to right, so then, or left to forward, or right to forward, whatever you need, and that way you can split up your luggage just the way you want it to be. So I really love that little feature in the game. Tilt trays are awesome. Alright, obviously we need to have passengers coming down here from the security area, so we need to add stairs, and we need to figure out as well, they need to leave the security zone, which they will need to do down here as well. We still have a bit of time before the Azerbaijan comes in. I just should oh no, it's already here. Oh my, it's already here. Look at that. There's a little bit of a queue here, and a Lingus behind, a TUI Fly in front, and they're all waiting for a June passing by, and an ATR behind that. Awesome. Oh, that looks nice. I shouldn't be so excited about it, but yeah, no, that looks really nice. It's also nice to have a bit of color in the liveries. There are far too many liveries with the Euro-wide scheme. It's so boring. Just put some life into your liveries. It all ends up looking the same. With just a bit of color, everything becomes much nicer. All right, so we have the Azerbaijan coming in. Ah, that looks nice. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that. Such a simple little thing. And here she goes into the stand, and the Norwegian is on pushback. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Alright, but let's get back to our construction project here. So, yeah, we have the stairs going down, and then we need to kind of navigate them around here. We do have quite a bit of space left. So first we need to have the security exit here. Yeah, I think that could work like this. If we then, I guess we will have a little bit of room left. Maybe that could become a staff room or something, but we definitely then have these 2 rooms, which I guess I think would work quite nicely as bathrooms, as always, male and female. So we keep basically the design here that we also have at the other parts of Terminal 1. Yeah, I think that could work rather nicely. And we know that every time passengers they come down here to these baggage bays to the baggage retrieval areas, they seem to claim or complain that they want to go to the bathroom, so we need to have them here close by. Then we have the baggage retrieval area here. Need to make that look a little bit nicer. Add some different floors here, a bit of wooden floor around the base, or base, I'm constantly say base, around the baggage lines, and I think we go have the mat around that. Obviously we still need to add some doors here that they can actually leave. So we do this double door system in the hopes that as soon as we have the next update where we have one-way doors, that we can just replace them. Yeah, that let's put in a few plans here and there just to make it look nice. It does say that it is not connected yet, but I think that's just because the line is still under construction. Okay, so obviously we also need to do a few things here at the first floor level where we have the security zone. Most importantly, we need to add the boarding desks so that we can actually get aircraft turned around, people on the aircraft and of the aircraft. So let's have them constructed. Again, we will follow the same principle as with the other parts here at Terminal 1, where we have these kind of walled off sections after the boarding desks, just to kind of navigate people around there. And then we will basically copy the layout of the West Wing, and that means also having basically just a copy of the shops we have at the West Wing, because we have the same dimensions over here, so we just need to switch that around, and then we can basically just copy paste it. It makes it super quick to construct, and yeah, there's no really a need to make it any differently over here. Obviously we will also have these kind of shops at the other parts of Terminal 1 and also in the non-security areas, but that's something we will work on in a later episode. Then just add a few windows here and there just to make that look a bit nicer, so that people also can have a look over the airfield while they are waiting for their flights. Alright, so then we have these corners which we have made into staff room, but we also want to add these information screens throughout the terminal here, just to keep people informed about their flights. So let's try to squeeze them in somewhere where they're not totally in the way. And obviously, yeah, we want to have a few seating opportunities here as well, which is a bit tricky here because we also have all these escalators, but I think we'll manage. I think normally for a single aisle aircraft we need about 2 or 3 of the larger benches or bench arrangements, but I always try to add 4. Just, I don't know, I like I like that number, I guess. But I think, honestly, I think we only need like 2 or 3 for a single aisle aircraft. I don't think I've ever seen 4 benches being filled up for one aircraft. But anyway, we'll try to squeeze in as many as possible. We won't be able to have 4 at every gate here. But, I mean, we also know that from real life, some gates have more space than others. Sometimes these gates are squeezed in some obscure corner of an airport and there's no seating arrangement whatsoever. And it will be a little bit like this here at some parts at least. Then we need to have a bit more staff just to make sure that we don't run out, and we need to train a few of them as well, because some of them don't have quite high ratings. Some of them have quite low ratings. So yeah, then we need to section this off a little bit here at the security check. Need to add the queue, and then we are closing in. The bathrooms have been constructed. We can open them up. We just need to add a bit of floor here. And then I think we are pretty much done here, I think, with this part of the terminal, which would be amazing. So while I work on the last few details here in the terminal before we end today's episode, I'd like to ask you guys what you would like to see in the next episode. So I think I will put up a little poll here in the top right corner of the screen. Should we continue here in Terminal 1 and completely finish it up so it's perfectly as we would like it to be? Or should we take a little break from Terminal 1 and start over construction over at Terminal 2? It's up to you guys. You will let me know in the poll. Put your vote in there. What would you like to do? Terminal 1 completely finished, or should we start working a little bit on Terminal 2? So yeah, I think with that we are closing in on the end of the episode. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to smash the like button. That really does help us out. If you are new around here, then why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for having watched today's episode, for having joined in, and for leaving a vote on the next episode, of course. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.